we're recognizing the best investors in Africa, the investors and their advisors. And these are the people that have put quite a bit of money into the industry. They've made it grow. These are guys that are behind a lot of brands where you see in Africa. Whether in Nigeria, you've got InterSwitch as an example. So the guys that actually invested in InterSwitch from the beginning are in the room. The investors that invested in MoneyPoint as well are in the room. So the guys that have built your industry and across Africa, these are the guys that put money into Africa. They put billions and billions, but they do it quietly. They build roads, they build infrastructure, they build consumer companies, they invest in schools, they invest in hospitals. So without these investors, Africa would not be where it is today. It takes us about 6 months to work through the data. So we are a publication, and we collect a lot of data on the investors as they invest. We do stories, and then we also collect data on them. And then we work through the data to try and figure out, to benchmark them against their peers, not only in Africa and globally. And so we go through a lot of numbers, and then we invite schools like, the Harvard, the likes of London Business School, students that are Cambridge, students that are, at Oxford, and they give their views. These are students that are studying private equity. They give their views on who should win an award and why they should win an award. And then it goes into an independent panel of judges, of investors that have been investing in Africa for a long time. Then they make a decision. But in Wale's instance, the investment award that he won as a firm, that goes through the process I've just described. But for his personal awards, it's the people in the industry that have voted for him to say that he is a cornerstone to the industry and an anchor to Africa. I think there's a lot that still needs to get done. We need to have funds at the Kuramo kind of like level that has kind of like specialized in what they do and sophisticated in the knowledge of private equity. It's very far from where it needs to be, and it hasn't come of age, far from it. There's still a lot to be done.